We've all been there before with fear, that feeling of dread, anxiety and pure terror when faced with something new or challenging. Our instinct is to run the other way as fast as we can, or use alcohol or drugs. It doesn't work. But what if we stopped and faced our fears instead? What if we embraced the challenge and did it anyway? Remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. F-E-A-R. Often when you have feelings such as fear, our first reaction is to reject that feeling. If it feels like a bad feeling, we might tell ourselves that you don't want to experience it. I've done it so many times. As a result, you may do something to try and eliminate the feeling and not accept it. This might involve trying to push it away, or, like I used to do, use drugs or alcohol. I thought I'd feel better. Fear is also, remember this, the ability to recognise most times that it is false danger, leading an urge to confront it or flee from it. I had it so many times and nothing ever happened. Fear can also be an instant reaction to something, presently happy. It can happen that way. But fear is a chain reaction in the brain that starts with a stressful stimulus and ends with the release of chemicals within that causes, the feeling like a racing heart. The breathing starts, and energized muscles, amongst other things. It's also known as fight or flight response. Remember, fear is based on the theory of importance of an exaggerated value. We value to something. When something is really important to us, we start feeling the fear of losing it or not getting it. The more importance we put on ourselves or other things or materialism or life or who we think we are or how we think or feel sometimes, we can get too much into that stuff at times, the more fearful we can become. Accepting we are the masters of our own destiny and are responsible for all we believe and think can bring some acceptance to our feelings, and that includes fear. We've got to feel our feelings, How many times have you felt fear and nothing has happened? Feelings pass. Feeling fear will not kill you. I can remember living in prison. Now, that's a really scary place. Life in there. I acted out of fear and became feared to survive, to overcome being scared. I was acting out of it. And it wasn't good for me and others, especially when I wasn't aware of it. Here's why I believe people should feel the fear and do it anyway. Fear, facing your fears makes you stronger. Every time we can face our fears, we build up strength and a courage muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it gets. And pretty soon, facing our fears will become second nature if we keep doing it. It helps us, grow by facing our fears. Like, when, you get stuck in comfort zones, you're not growing or learning anything new. But when we step outside of our comfort zones and face our fears, that's when the magic happens. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish and how much you can learn when you push yourself outside of your comfort zone. It makes you more successful facing your fears. Successful people are not afraid of taking risks or facing their fears head on. They know that in order to achieve great things in life, they have to put themselves out there and be willing to fail. Sometimes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So don't be afraid to take a few risks and face your fears. You just might be surprised yourself with how successful you can be. Have a great day and face your fears. Take care now.